Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about how to set up a paper in the APA style. And what I want to say first of all is that there are templates out there to set up the APA style. If you go to Word, as I am in Word right now, and click on New, and in the search for templates, just put APA template. You will see that a couple of different versions pop up. So if you click on this first one, you can literally hit create, and here you're able to punch in your information. And so I just want you to be aware of that. It is, excuse me, fairly accurate. Sorry about that. And I just want you to be aware. Now, that being said, I want to show you how you can set up an APA paper without a template if you're in that situation. So we're going to go ahead and hit new, like so. And then what you want to do for page 1 is essentially this. You're going to go up to the top header area and left mouse click, double click on that. And then what you want to do is you want to click this box that says under design, different first page. So you'll click different first page like so. You'll go to insert, you're going to hit page number, you're going to click top of the page, and you're going to go down to plain number 3 like that. And then what you should do, or what you want to do, is you want to highlight the number 1 and you want to go up here to home, and where it says the font style and size, Calibri body, you want to click on that, and you want to change it to Times New Roman because that is the accepted font for APA style, MLA also. So you click on that and you're going to go ahead and change the font size to 12. And then once you've done that, you can use your little arrow buttons there by the number key pad and then just click to the side of it. And then here you're going to type running head, which you can see went back to Calibri. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let me go ahead and just type running head. You're going to put a colon, sorry, head is lowercase, and you're going to put a colon, and then you're going to write your title, or put your title of paper no longer than 50 characters. So if your title is long, and in the APA style it can be anywhere from 1 to 2 lines long, if that's the case, you want to make sure that you limit it in your running head to no more than 50 characters, and that means you have to count characters, so just be mindful of that. Okay, so that's page 1. I'm going to go ahead and left mouse click and highlight this and change it to Times New Roman. So click up here, Times New Roman. It's going to make me do stuff. I don't know why it's giving me problems. Alright, it's actually wanting to be problematic. Let me see if I can insert the page number again. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry about that. I made another recording, and as luck would have it, I forgot to put on my headset. So I'm having to do it again. The first time it worked so well. Now, of course, it's acting like this. Okay, so again, you're going to put the words running head, capital running, lowercase head, and then title of paper in all caps, no more than 50 characters is again what your title is going to be. And then what you want to do, we're not going to close the header just yet. We're actually going to roll down, well actually we are, because we got to do that in order to return to get to page 2, because I want you to see how we're going to do this. So here in the header, you're going to go ahead and you're going to insert the page number. And again, it's going to be top of the page, plain number 3. And now, whenever you actually type your title here, you're going to leave off the words running head. So running head only appears with a colon on page 1. Thereafter, it's just the title of the paper in all caps, and that's going to run consecutively throughout the entire document, like so. Okay, title of paper, and it's going to be on all your pages, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. Okay, now the second page in the APA style is typically where you type the abstract, and the abstract is a 150 to 250 word summary of your paper, like so. So there's abstract. So again, 150 to 250, I say 120 to 250. Different things I've read, some of them say 120 to 180, so I just kind of compromise and say 120 to 250. So somewhere in there is your abstract. It is going to be on a block format, block style. I have about 50 different documents over here. Is this one of them? Okay, so this is essentially the explanation of an abstract. An abstract is a 1-paragraph summary of your paper. It will be 150 to 250 words in block style, meaning not indented. It is a good idea to write the abstract after you write your paper so you can accurately summarize your paper. So write them after, write your paper, and then let the cat out of the bag in the abstract. That's how it works. And then on your third page is where you're going to put your title, the title of your paper. You'll begin with your introduction. You typically finish off your introduction with your thesis statement. We'll look at better examples of that in a minute. What I want you to see now is the rest of it. And so what you do is you basically indent down till you get about a third of the way down on the page. You type the title of your paper, your name, and the institution name. And the title should be the full title. So 50 characters, 75, it doesn't matter. It can be up to 12 words long. So you write the title of your paper there, then you go down another third of the way for some people. And what I mean by that is some professors require this. You'll put your class name, the professor's name, the month, day, and the year. And keep in mind that this part right here is not required as far as APA is concerned. Actually, I didn't mean for it to do that. Actually, this part is generally not on an APA style paper. Okay. But it is required for some, so I thought I would include it. Okay. This part is required. Title, your name, institution's name. And the institution is the school that you're attending. If you work for a school, you would put that there, but it's typically the school that you attend. Okay. So what I want to do next is I actually want to show you a sample of a paper that I wrote earlier today that basically has all of this stuff. Okay, so again, we have the running head, a colon, 2 spaces, the title in all caps, successful and unsuccessful college students, the page. Sorry, my lights go off automatically when no one's moving around, and apparently I'm not moving enough. The title is The Differences Between Successful and Unsuccessful College Students, your name, the college name, whatever that college is, the class, I put freshman comp 2 here, Miss Professor, Mr. If it's doctor, you'd put that. You could put instructor, depends on how your college delineates the people that teach there. And then the date, I just went ahead and put today's date, which is March 21st, 2019. And then on the second page, I didn't put an abstract in this particular paper, mainly because the class that I want to link this video to, they don't have to have an abstract for their particular paper. It's a kind of a first time APA paper. I'm letting them cut their teeth on something without an abstract. So there isn't an abstract in this one. But the title comes at the top centered of the next page. So we've got the differences between successful and unsuccessful college students. Let me point out that the words that are capitalized in titles are all words that are not articles and that are not prepositions. So between is a preposition, it doesn't get capitalized. The is an article, but it's starting the title. So always first words in titles are capitalized. Everything else is lowercase. So that's why that looks like that. And then what I kind of like to do is just read through this at least somewhat. I do want you to see that in APA style, there are headings. There are, I think, 5 levels of headings at least. And the first level is centered, bolded over the section that it goes with. So for this particular paper, this is my thesis, this pink line right here. There are several distinctive differences between successful and unsuccessful students in the simple areas of attendance, preparedness, and paying attention. So I basically make my headers match up with my 3 thesis points. So attendance, successful students attend class is my heading for this. And then I talk about that. Then I have another heading, successful students are prepared. I talk about that. Successful students pay attention. I talk about that. And then there's a conclusion section in APA typically where you label, this is my conclusion coming up, and then your paragraph is the conclusion that sums up what you talked about in the paper. Then last of all, there's a references section. And references have several important characteristics. One is they're all alphabetized by the author's last name. If you don't have an author, then you alphabetize by sorry, I'm seeing a boo-boo in this. There we go. So they're alphabetized by author's last name or title. They also have what they call hanging indents, which is this, the fact that all these are indented over one tab space. You know, if we put these back where they would generally be, oops, it knows. So it's because if you go to paragraph, click on this little arrow right here, you can actually click hanging and make it indent over like that, and it becomes embedded, okay, which is kind of a nice thing to know. So Chuck, Gaprowski, Lucier, NCES, and Richer, or Richter, however you say that. Okay. Something else to note about references pages is authors' names are always put into initials. So it's E. Chuck, E. Kaprowski, K.L. Lucier. This is a company, NCES. This is actually, when I went to this website, it actually told me how to cite it. Some of them will, which is pretty convenient. Makes it a whole lot easier to make the references page. And then Richter, K. Okay, so know that you use initials. And then you put the date next in parentheses. It's always year first. If you only have the year, you put the year in parentheses. If you have the month, you put the year in the month. And if you have the day, you include that as well. But it always goes in that reverse order. 2015, November 18. Okay, then you put the title of the work, and this is all online sources that I'm using for this. You put the title of the work. Just over half of all college students actually graduate, report fines. Notice how only just is capitalized. So you only capitalize in titles for APA style the first letter, any capital words that you have in there, and anything following punctuation. I'm trying to see if any of them have that, but I don't think they do. Okay, so for these, the only words being capitalized are the first words of the sentences. Oh wait, here we go. So should I go to class today? Question mark. That's punctuation within a title. Therefore, the here is capitalized. Here are 17 reasons it's a good idea.